Hey, how's it going? Episode 10.
Whoa.
That was loud, wasn't it?
No, it was just two handfuls now. 5 and 5. We're there.
I know. How was your weekend, man?
It was pretty good. It's pretty good. Saturday, went to a little party shindig one of my buddies just had, like a cornhole tournament, but didn't end up turning into a tournament. It just turned it out to like five people showing up and not even playing cornhole.
That's not even enough to play 3 teams.
Nah, so we just had a bunch of food to eat, and that was it, and that was fun. And then yesterday, which was Sunday, my girl and I went to Fear Columbus, which was like a sweet haunted house place. It was like 2 haunted houses in one, and it was.
Dude, I want to do one so bad.
It was really fun. Really fun.
Was it actually legit scary? Did they touch you?
I mean, they can. They said you're not supposed to touch you. I mean, they're not going to come up and like grab you or anything like that, but they might be like, "Oh, hey." I'm like,
I just want them to come up and like rub my arm.
I mean, they might. I was wearing my jacket, so I don't.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't know, but it was
really
legit.
Got that good of a feel.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It could have been my girl for all I know. But yeah, it was just some of the spots were actually pretty scary. What I don't like the most is like the big robot, like animatronic stuff.
Oh yeah.
They had 4 of those.
Yeah,
I hated them all.
Like why? Because like they're not real.
I don't know. That's what Laura asked me. I don't know if it's just because it's bigger than me or it's just scary. But so one example, you're walking.
So like, do you like walk by and you're like, oh?
Well, I guess it's like natural reaction that I want to protect and fight if I see something bigger, and I can't. I'm gonna punch a hole in one of these little animatronic things. But one of these ones was like a giant like Lake Placid crocodile. You're like in a swamp. It's like
how big was it?
Dude.
Was it just the head or like the whole body?
It was just like the head and like the shoulders, but it came out of like a dark corner. So it was like, dude, it's huge.
So you had to write a check afterwards, is what you're telling me?
No, I had a duck to get out of there. And then like the very end, there's like a giant demon devil head that comes out of the wall. It tries to just like take you back with you. I'm like, nope. But it's huge, dude.
That's awesome.
It's terrifying.
So you said that was in Columbus?
Yeah, it was Fear Columbus. It was fun.
I want to go to one so bad. We haven't decided where we're going yet, but I'm going to one.
I will recommend this though. They do have like the Cedar Point like fast pass type deal.
Right.
It's like general admission. Now you have to buy them all online. You can't buy them there.
Right.
Because we met some people that are like waiting, and they're like, "Hey, how much are tickets?" And we're just like, "Oh, we had to look online," and they're like, "Oh, it's all online." They're like, "Yeah, sorry," but there's like general admission, fast pass, and premium fast pass. We got just the middle one, which was good because as soon as we get there's like 60 people in line. Like, hey, we got this like diamond pass. They're like, oh yeah, right this way. Right. Past all these people? Like, yeah. Like, all right, cool.
I mean, I always hear that's the way to go.
Right. I mean, it still wasn't bad because they still have time slots and when you can come in. It's pretty organized.
That's good.
Yeah, it was
organized.
Fun. How was your weekend?
Organized. It was okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
So
nothing
exciting? You saw my Snapchats, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
like you went to the Browns game?
I went to the Browns game. I'm not a Browns fan, just so everybody knows. I'm actually a Bengals fan. But I did go to the Browns game. Bengals did win. We actually killed it.
You did.
We killed it. But I mean, I wasn't expecting anything less. I mean, we were facing the 0-4 Detroit Lions. So, but anyway, so we go to the game. We had a great time. It's one of those things. My buddy has season tickets, so he calls me up at 11 o'clock on a Sunday, and he's like, "Hey, can you be ready in an hour? I need you to go to the game." I'm like, "He didn't sell the tickets?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go to the game." So we go to the game. He has great seats. We're like 2 rows up.
He was trying to sell them?
Huh?
He was trying to sell the tickets?
Yeah. He tries to sell most of them.
Oh, well, I'm going to try to buy them off him next time.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, he brought you up. He's like, "Dude, we should have called Adam," because he had an extra seat.
Mm-hmm.
So
that'd been awesome.
So anyway,
glad I didn't though because we lost really bad.
So we're at the game. It was a great game and whatnot. And then the ride home happens.
Oh no!
So on the way there, I remember my buddy. His name's Josh, and you'll probably hear about this character quite often because he does some things. So, so anyway, we're on the way back home.
Something.
And his brother says, "Hey, don't forget, we got to get gas." So we're like, "Okay, no problem." Well, we're probably 30 minutes away from Beaver Dam at this point in time. And Josh looks at all of us and he goes, "Well, what do you guys think we can make it to Beaver Dam?" And his brother pops out from the back seat. He goes, "What are you doing?"
Oh no, why is he chancing it?
Dude, it was on 0 already.
Why couldn't he just pull off and get gas?
So we're at 0. and we're like, okay, let's find a gas station. Obviously, we're not going to make it to Beaver Dam, so we're like, let's find a gas station real quick.
Yeah.
So we go off to Dunkirk, which is this town in the middle of nowhere. Gas station's closed. So then we're like, okay, where's the next one at? We're at 0 right now.
Yeah.
The next one's another 12 miles away. So we're like, all right, let's chance it. So then we drive 12 miles away to a Shell gas station. Closed.
Why are all these gas stations closed?
At this point, his brother's like, dude, we're not going to make it any farther. Stop right now. Turn off the car because it's not going to turn back on. He's like, and just call a tow company, call a state patrol, whatever. I was like, well, don't you have insurance, man? Can't you just call like AAA or something like that? Which, by the way, Tyler Copeland today will be on the show, so this will be interesting. And then at that point, he makes all these phone calls, nothing. Finally, we're just like, I mean, we probably wasted a good 45 minutes in the middle of nowhere at this point in time. And then we're like, where's the next gas station at? So we call it up, make sure they're open. It was a Shell gas station in Findlay, Ohio. So
you guys driving like backwoods country roads to get
we
home?
drove all the way north to find gas stations. So we finally get a hold of this gas station. They're like, yeah, we're 12 minutes down the road. So we're like, all right, well, let's hope we get there. We get like 2 miles away. His brother's in the back. Like, he's like, this is walking distance. This is walking distance.
So far, so good. It's still light outside, so not scary.
No, it was not light. This was at midnight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Scary movie stuff. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. I mean, it was a 4:00 game, so we didn't, we got out of Cleveland at like 8:30 after dinner.
Jeez.
So, and we even left early because they didn't want to watch the rest of that game.
God, don't blame you.
So, yeah. So then we finally found a Shell, though, got gas. So, but it was...
Bump that.
We really thought we were not going to make it.
I would not have Josh drive again. I would definitely drive somebody else drive or bring an extra gallon with you just in case.
Yeah, so that was our night last night.
God.
But hey, let's get into the show. Episode 10 with Tyler Copeland on today. Thank you for Clue Studio, our sponsor, for sponsoring the studio. The Social Guys coming right back. Roll it. Hey, welcome back. Episode 10 here. We are here with Tyler Copeland from Koenig Insurance. Tyler is an insurance agent. We want to thank Clue Studio for the sponsor, The Social Guys. Episode 10. Welcome. Episode 10, Adam.
Dude, it's start maturing very nicely. 2 whole handfuls. I'm excited. It's coming and going so quick.
Perfect. So, hey, Tyler, we want to know a little bit about you. So let's start with just kind of like your background, a little bit about you, your family life, whatever you want to share.
Yeah, so born and raised here in Wapakoneta and graduated high school here. Ended up going to Ohio Dominican, played a season of football down there until I got hurt. And after that, the scholarship went away because I decided to stop playing. I transferred to Ohio State where I finished my college education at. And during my junior to senior year of college, I had an internship program in insurance and fell in love with the program and came back here to work and married my high school sweetheart. And we have 3 children now and just, I guess, living the dream.
So. Nice, man.
That's awesome.
So what was the appeal that brought you into insurance?
I really didn't know anything about insurance. I mean, I knew what it was. I think everybody has an understanding of what insurance is. You need car insurance, you have home insurance, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. One of the things is I've always wanted to own my own business, and somebody had told me that Jeff Dorner, who owns Koenig Insurance, was going to be looking for a perpetuation plan because his son went to be an attorney and didn't have an interest in the insurance industry. So I went and approached him about a potential internship, and he didn't have the ability to bring me in for an internship, but did tell me about the Professional Insurance Agents Association, which I believe now has changed called the OIA, the Ohio Insurance Agents Association. Okay. They had a summer internship program, and I applied for that. I was one of 9 people selected for that to participate during that summer, and I got to spend 5 weeks with an insurance company, and I got to spend 5 weeks with an insurance agency, so that way we got to see the full, the product development, distribution, and the sales portion, and the sales portion of it, and dealing with customers on the back end. And just fell in love with it. Like the industry, like helping people. That's mainly what we do all the time. So
now, did you already have to do the schooling part, or you have certifications for insurance?
So my education is actually in finance, but so to be
You mean your degree from?
Yes, from Ohio State.
Right.
But to be an insurance agent, you have to go through, they make it very, very rigorous, 40 hours. So 40 hours of class, pass the test, and then you get your license to sell insurance. So I am licensed in property and casualty and life and health insurance as far as that goes.
So do you have a specialty out of those?
Our agency is 99% property and casualty insurance. We do the other stuff if people ask. We don't even do individual health insurance anymore. So we got out of that.
So you outsource it then?
Yeah, we have other people who refer that too.
Okay.
Cool.
But mainly property and casualty stuff. So business, home, auto, farm, stuff like that. That's what we specialize in. That's what we do well. So
okay. Now, so you said that's like 99% of what you guys do then?
Oh, yeah.
It's property and
casualty.
Property and casualty. So can you go into a little bit detail about like what that entails? Property and casualty?
Yeah, so property and casualty, a lot of people, I'm sure you're right now, you know what property is. You don't have no idea what casualty is. So when I tell you that stuff, people are like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
So
that's what we're here for, Tyler.
Educate. Property insurance is just what it sounds like. We're going to protect your car, your house, if you farm, your barns, your equipment, stuff like that, actual tangible property. And then casualty is just a fancy name for essentially liability. So if you run me over with your car and, I sue you for $300,000, that's a casualty to you. We will cover that. That's your liability coverage. So,
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yep.
So now you said your main focus is property and casualty. Now, why is that? Why don't you do others?
That would be a question for, I guess, guys that started the agency before us, because that's kind of how it trended.
Yeah.
I don't want to. We're not really a niche agency as far as we don't go after just trucking and we don't go after just farming or anything. We're pretty generalist, but the property and casualty side of things, I think there's a bigger demand for that in our area, and it's something to where we like that portion of the business and we do it very well. So instead of being a jack of all trades, which we kind of are, we can do everything, but we hone our skills on the stuff we do best, which is the property and casualty side of things. And we let the other people that do, the health insurance, we let them do that because they're better at that than we are. So
Okay. So so it's safe to say then that basically, you have progressed over the years to become that hub for property and casualty.
Yeah. So based off the decisions we've made, and like I said, when the ACA took effect, we got out of health insurance completely. Part of that was just because the continuing education requirements and the certifications that you had to have were going to outweigh the benefit. The benefit being compensation that we would make from it. So, and it wasn't something that we really wanted to dive into.
Gotcha.
So we lightened our load there and just focus more on the property and casualty side of things. So.
Okay. Now, to a lot of people, and I'm sure Adam agrees with me here on this, insurance is insurance. So what really sets you guys apart, or what sets you apart as a sole insurance agent from the others?
Well, that's one of the terms that I absolutely hate. When somebody says, all insurance is the same, that's absolutely not true. Every single, we have multiple companies in our office and every single policy reads differently. So depending on your needs, depending on what you have, one company might be better than another, may not be cheaper, but it may be better. So it comes down to what you really want. And I often tell people that a lot. I can make this as expensive or as cheap as you want it to be. It just depends on what you want covered. So,
Gotcha.
So what makes us better? Everybody says that they're better. Everybody says that they provide great service. Everybody, you can listen to any ad on TV, talk to anybody. They're going to tell you they do it better. The one thing that I feel that we do better is, you guys are both clients of mine. And when you call me, I answer my phone.
We are?
So,
Yeah, we are.
So that,
Definitely
put my money where my mouth is when it comes to service. Sometimes my wife hates it when, it's 11 o'clock at night or we're on a date night and my phone's ringing and next thing I know, I'm outside on the sidewalk taking care of business and she's in there eating by herself.
We just had that conversation with Tug, actually.
I won't call you that late, but the times I have called him, he's coming. He's helped me out, coming clutch, for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, Tyler's actually showed up at my house before I even knew I had a problem. That's a true story,
Hey, we
too.
need to talk. Uh-oh.
But yeah, it's one of those things. Service is a big deal. If we don't have good service, you can't give this stuff away. It's not a tangible product. Nobody calls their friends and say, "Hey, come over and look at my new home insurance policy."
Yeah.
It's not sexy like your automobile when you buy it is, or your new house or anything like that. So gotta have good service and good claims, and that the follow up stuff as far as the renewal stuff like that. We don't just take your renewal and file it away. We check it, make sure it's right. Try to find you better cost, better coverage if we can. Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. But that's just try to work harder than everybody else. So
okay. Now what's it like juggling life and clients for you?
It can be challenging. When I first started, it was a lot tougher because I put work ahead of, I shouldn't even say I put clients, put work in general ahead of life, as far as family life, stuff like that. The last couple of years here, I've been trying to get a better balance of that.
Yeah. It's hard to do.
It is. It's very hard to do. So,
because you want to make a living and you want to be able to provide for your family, and you're in, and I think a lot of guys' minds and women for that matter, I think a lot of them see it as, it kind of has to be a first priority to enable to give that to your family. I know I go through it, with my wife and kids, and it's hard. It's a really hard juggle. And that's the perfect word for it. It is a juggle because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes the balls are laying on the ground, rolling everywhere, and other times you got them going. So,
right. So, but so for you though, I mean, you said it started out, but you're transitioning that to where you can kind of control that a little bit better. How's it going?
Pretty good. I try to, when I go home, I try to leave my phone somewhere where it's not beside me. So that way if it goes off, I don't immediately hit it. I'll, try to play with my kids, try to spend time with my wife. I did that on vacation too, as far as if we get away and go on a vacation, leave the phone in the condo for down at the beach or whatever, something like that. And then, get it in a couple hours. And, if it's that urgent, then they can call the office most times and they will help. But, I like being busy, and I think everybody likes the need to be wanted per se, but I love being able to help people. And that's one reason why I love this industry is because, every day we help people. Somebody has a question, somebody has an issue, they need advice. That's why we're there. So
right, and you do a really good job at it.
Appreciate that.
Firsthand, we've seen that. I know Adam has too as well. Mm-hmm. So, what has been your shock and awe moment in your career that you finally realized this is my career? Because insurance can be. You hear it a lot. I've seen tons of people who became insurance agents, and next year they're, working for UPS.
Sure.
So I guess what was that? What was that?
There is a lot of attrition moment in our business, and I was fortunate, and I still am fortunate. Like I said, Jeff Dorner runs the office, and when he hired me on, we had chatted, and he set me up for success, I guess is the best way to put that, because a lot of guys come in and they make just straight commission. So it's you eat what you kill type of stuff. And if you don't kill nothing, you don't eat, and that's hard to do. And that's why a lot of guys or women will start in a business and this isn't for me. I only made $8,000 this last year. I can't survive on that, so I'm going to go do something else.
Right.
When Jeff brought me in, I had a salary and a bonus structure, so I had guaranteed income for however much we agreed on, and then if I hit certain numbers, I get a bonus on top of that. So for the first couple of years, Jeff definitely lost his butt on me. He was overpaying me for what I was doing. Not that I wasn't working hard by any means, but it's just the nature of the beast. I wasn't being new to the game. I wasn't making enough money to cover myself yet. So for a couple of years, he took it on the chin, but he did that having the faith in me and having the understanding that you can't expect somebody to succeed if you don't give them the right tools and the way to set them up. So that's a big testament to him as far as that goes, which, that's the ultimate reason of why I was able to stick with it and keep going with it. Now, I love the business. People have been very good in this community to me as far as supporting me, referring other people to me, which is, that helps tremendously.
Right.
But I would say ultimately it just lies with the way that Jeff structured everything to set me up for success and not make me just, throw me in the pond and tell me to swim.
So what was that moment you would think then out of those first 2 years where you were just, where it came to realization for you that this is your career?
From the beginning, so like I said, Jeff had bonus structures for me. I still have it to this day as far as, X number of dollars every month, new clients, new whatever. And I was hitting those numbers. He made them attainable, which is nice. And that makes you excited when you're doing what you need to do, seeing success. And then, it helps too that, we've been around for almost 90 years. Yeah. So people know us. We've been in the community forever. Jeff has a great reputation, does a great job as well. So people continue to come to us. And then I don't know if there's any really one, like, yeah, this is for me. But like I said, I love helping people.
Yeah.
I love the aspect of, owning your own business, having freedom of your time. And it just, seeing success definitely solidifies what you're doing. So,
right.
Again,
so basically it was accumulation of many things that happened over those 2-year time, that 2-year time frame that kind of clicked for you.
Yeah.
To keep that conveyor belt running.
Everything was sitting on the right cylinder. So
that's awesome.
It was good. So
that's pretty cool. So now we have upwards right now of like 2 viewers. So
I view you guys every week. So am I calculated?
So hi, Mom, Dad. So now, now imagine these viewers are not with you right now. What is something that you would tell the viewers that are watching right now, or the listeners that are listening in right now? What would you tell them to basically come see you? What can you do differently as an agent for them? I mean, we know what you can do differently, but we want you to say it.
It ultimately just comes down to service and being there. I mean, a lot of people get complacent. They will, and that's not a bad thing though either. If you're not worried about your insurance or never had to deal with it, that's a good thing. Consider yourself lucky. We have one client that every year we review with him, he writes his check for the year and he says, I hope it's the best money ever wasted, because he doesn't want to deal with it. Right. And that's, it kind of makes me laugh, but it's the truth. If you've ever had an insurance claim, it puts you out of your norm. You have to do different stuff. You have to make time for it. You have to talk to the adjuster. You have to get stuff back in line. It takes time, and something that you don't want to deal with, especially in our busy lives. And that's why we're there, though, too, to put the pieces back together.
Yeah.
We will be that person that handles stuff with the adjuster. If you have questions, if you have issues, remarket your coverage for you if for some reason you don't, your rates went way up, or, your situation changes and you need different coverage, or maybe this company won't write what you need coverage for and this other one will. So ultimately it just comes down to service and knowledge. I mean, we pride ourselves on, growing up, I hated to read. My mom used to beat me to read books, and she used to, actually the one thing I would read is a newspaper law enforcement blotter, which they don't do that anymore. I was always nosy and found it interesting, so I'd read that. But
I like TV better.
But yeah, it's the older I get, though, the more I enjoy reading now. And actually, one of the, my mom always told me I should go be an attorney because I'd argue with God himself if he was standing right here. But I didn't want to read, so I didn't go be an attorney. And now I read forms every single day to make sure that we're interpreting stuff correctly and that things are covered correctly for our clients. And I'm essentially am an attorney now because I'm reading legal language to try to interpret the policy forms.
Yeah.
So that's just some of the stuff. I mean, we have some employees in our office that work for other agencies, and we do stuff differently than other agencies do. And I think it's different in a good way as far as going the extra mile and making sure that we're educated and can educate our clients. They can make good decisions. Cool.
That's very cool. So, Adam, you just had a recent run-in with Tyler where basically you switched over your insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was that process for you?
It was pretty easy and simple. He took over and helped me out. My last insurance when I moved just dropped me. We're just like, hey, renewal.
Yeah.
Sorry, no more for you. I was like, but I had you for like 3 or 4 years. What's the deal? See you, man. I was like, all right. And then you recommended me to Tyler's. I was so helpful and easy.
Yeah, Tyler's been great. I mean, we go back, obviously. I mean, we all went to high school together here. Adam actually moved away and we haven't gone too far into ourselves. Episode 10, we have not gone too far into ourselves yet. That tells you something, though, what we're trying to do here. But anyway, Adam moved away for, 9 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Adam moved away to Texas and then came back, and he was trying to switch over his insurance, and Tyler kind of helped him out throughout that entire process. And still is, from what it sounds like. Yeah, it can be a process.
It was done. Now it's ramping back up here. So you can't always control what the companies want to do. So
right. So, and then actually what happened with me was one significant thing that pops out in my mind, and I talked about it earlier a little bit, was we actually had a water line bust in our house. I didn't even know it. I found out like 20 minutes after it happened. I left work early, go to my house to figure out what is going on, and Tyler's standing in my living room already. So if that's any attest to what type of person he is and agent he can be for you, I don't know how else you can really appreciate the person behind the desk that's working for you. So
appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, speaking of that, though, have you ever had to deal with insurance fraud before?
we've never had insurance fraud. We've had some claims that were investigated, and it's usually because there's some discrepancies in some of the stuff. So one claim that comes to mind, we had a client who was cutting a tree limb with their son, and the chainsaw slipped and hit their son in the arm. And one of the things with insurance is you can't sue yourself. So if you trip down your basement stairs, you can't file a liability or med pay claim for your own injuries. That's your health insurance.
Right.
Now, if I trip down your steps, I'm not an insured under your policy. I can file that claim. No problem.
Right.
So there was a discrepancy with whether or not the son was considered a resident of the household still, because an insured is defined as anyone related to the named insured by blood, marriage, or adoption who's a resident of your household. And in that case, there was question whether or not he was resident of the household. They were able to get documentation proving that he was not, and therefore we paid the claim. But no, I'd like to say that we, in our area, we have pretty good folks around here. And
I mean, that's good to know.
yeah, and there's not a lot of, and a lot of insurance fraud is so easily sniffed out. I forget what the guy's name was. He was a major league pitcher for a handful of years. And Progressive he went to jail because he tried to file a claim on his motorhome.
Pete Rose?
No. He wasn't gambling. He was, well, he was trying to gamble. I guess he was trying to steal money. Right. But a guy out in California, I forget his name. If you Google it, I'm sure it'll pop up.
Yeah.
But
he was a famous pitcher?
Oh yeah, he was well enough known. He played for a handful of years, but made millions of dollars. And yeah, he bought a policy and then 3 days later turned in a claim for the awning. And
was that Schmidt?
Could have been. I'm not positive. It was in the last 5 or 6 years here it happened, I believe.
Yeah,
But
I think I
yes,
know what you're talking about.
a lot of that stuff's just super. I mean, every insurance company has an SIU department, which is just made up of retired police.
Yeah.
And they will investigate. I mean, they'll dig into your finances. They'll dig into it.
Right.
So, if you burn down your house and they see, oh, yeah, they were bleeding money. That, their business was going under and they're trying to, they put it all together. They'll get you. So they're not dumb. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that sneak it through there. But for the most part, no, I've not had any.
So it's not as common as we think.
No, not for us in our area at least. No,
yeah,
so.
yeah, because I mean, you hear about it, and especially and I'm not trying to call out anybody or anything, but you hear about farmers and stuff, and you hear about insurance fraud a lot.
Now, farmers, as in Farmers Insurance Company, or
no, just farmers in general.
Now, what kind of insurance fraud are you talking about for them?
Well, I don't know specifically. I'm just saying that you hear these stories all the time on the news about insurance fraud, and that could be the media that's throwing stuff out there. Who knows? But it's always tied around farmers. It seems like.
And some of that, there's a bunch of different insurance options for farmers as far as crop insurance, property and casualty insurance, different stuff like that. So
yeah, they're throwing a lot of money out there for insurance.
So it could be nothing comes to mind recently here to comment on that. But,
well, like you said though, it doesn't happen around here.
No, I'm sure it does. It's just we've not had any run-ins in our office with it.
Yeah.
Since I've been doing it that I know of, and it's not something that is wildly publicized. I mean, they're pretty good at sniffing that stuff out. The insurance companies are. So.
Right. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, I think we're going to take a break real quick and hear from our sponsors from Drink Aid. We'll be right back.
What is Drink Aid? Drink Aid, previously known as Never Too Hungover, it is an innovative and exciting nutritional supplement drink that is set to revolutionize the category of hangover prevention products. It's the perfect life hack for busy people who work hard, play hard, and enjoy life to the fullest. It comes in a 3.4 ounce bottle, TSA friendly for travel, and is a great tasting dietary supplement consisting of a natural blend of vitamins, antioxidants, amino acids, nutrients, and minerals. It's a formula that helps neutralize and process the toxins caused by alcohol in the liver, thus ensuring you feel great the morning after a night out on the town. Save 20% off all orders. Use promo code DRINK20 at checkout. Drink Aid. Celebrate and feel great the next morning.
All right. Thank you, Adam, for the reading from Drink Aid there.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to step into some Would You Rathers from Adam. Are you asking these to both me and Tyler here?
Yeah, I can ask them to both of you.
All righty. So, Tyler, we got some Would You Rathers that we're going to try out real quick.
All right.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Fire away, Adam.
All right. Would you rather have super sensitive hearing or super sensitive taste buds?
Ooh, I feel like I have very good hearing already, and that gets me into some trouble. But I also, as you can tell by my body type, I like to eat too, so I don't need to eat anymore. So let's go with hearing.
Hearing?
Man, that's a hard one, I think.
You can hear stuff really far away. So let's think about it with taste buds.
Yeah, but it's super sensitive though. Like if I taste something sour, it's gonna be like super sour.
You're gonna catch my fart, bro. If you got super sensitive taste buds, be like, "Yep, ketchup and onion."
Oh man, that's rough.
With super sensitive hearing, though, you might hear a conversation like a mile away and be like,
but I don't care
Tiffany?
what people say a mile away. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what people are saying in the same room, let alone a mile away. I'm going to go with super sensitive taste buds.
taste buds?
Yeah.
Yours is hearing?
Yeah. I'll take hearing, yeah.
I might do hearing as well. I'll be like, this room tastes funny.
I might lose weight if I have super sensitive taste buds.
Good.
This Coke tastes like Pepsi. Would you rather speak to animals or speak 10 different languages?
I'm going to take animals. I'm not that much of a worldly traveler. The language stuff, not too many people in Wapakoneta or surrounding counties speak a lot of different languages that I need. So animals would be cool.
Animals would be pretty sweet.
I agree. I'd be the next Mr. Doolittle.
That would be awesome. I would probably try the 10 different languages because then I'd probably change my career path. Call me Jack Ryan. I'm out of here.
Be the interpreter for
secret agent, man. Then you got someone that's like, think I'm psycho talking to animals. Like, get a load of this, jack off.
I'll let you become the spy, and then like you'll have like a zoo mission. You'll be like, I know a guy who talks to animals.
I got just the guy. All right, trapped in a rom-com with enemies or a horror movie with friends.
Ooh.
Trapped in a rom-com with enemies or a horror movie with friends.
So a romantic comedy with enemies or a horror movie with friends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I'd have a preference in either one. I guess I would rather be with people that don't hate me and I don't hate them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the horror movie, but
like, help me destroy this killer.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I think I'd have to do the horror movie with friends.
Yeah.
So that way we could all make bad decisions together.
Team up.
Yeah.
And get out of here.
Yeah, isn't that an insurance commercial actually where they're like,
why can't we just go hide in the car, the running car?
yeah.
Go behind all these chainsaws?
Yeah, no, let's go where the chainsaws are.
best decision.
Such a great idea.
Give up social media or eat same dinner for the rest of your life.
I'm pretty much a creature of habit anyway, so the dinner thing it's not that
Same
out of the
dinner
limb,
every day though.
I would definitely give up social media just because it's I don't know, if you sit down and think about it, it takes over a lot of time.
It does.
And I could better channel that time. So yeah, I'd eat the same. I'd give up social media.
So we just lost a subscriber.
Nah.
He said we only had 2. Now we're down to 1.
His wife just texts him. She's like pork chops every night.
I mean, podcast wise, I listen to a lot of podcasts when I like mow the yard or whatever.
yeah.
So I mean, that really to me is not using social media. I think social media is on Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. So time waster, scrolling. So
okay.
So no, still be a subscriber, still listen to podcasts.
That's good. That's good.
I don't know. I like the. I feel like I could do the same. I could feel like I could eat the same dinner, even if it's a really good dinner. You know. I like
variety.
I mean, I do too, but I mean, like you said, the
think about all that variety you had on your cruise ship.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I probably could really give up social media.
Yeah,
it's not a necessity.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I could.
I like food. Yeah,
I don't think I could.
I like variety. I like a little buffet. You know?
I don't think I can give it up though. I really don't. You
don't think like
I'm too involved with it though.
Social media. So you just have the same food every day then?
Yeah. So I would have to eat the same thing every day if I don't give up social media.
Yep.
Oh man.
So what food are you eating for the rest of your every day?
Pork chops. No.
You can put different marinades. You said pork chops.
Teriyaki pork chops, buffalo pork chops.
Let's see. Dream job, but can never retire, or terrible job and retire in 10 years.
Ooh.
Dream job can never. Would you rather have a dream job you can never retire from, or a terrible job you can retire from in 10 years?
I feel like your dream job is something that you already love doing.
I feel like I'm already doing that. I always joke with my wife that my retirement party will be called a funeral. So I will, that'll be for me. But yeah, I would rather do do what I like to do and work till I retire versus just knocking out 10 years and losing 10 years of my life. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I already did that.
So you're going with doing the 10 years of a terrible job?
no, I'd do the
The dream job and never
dream
retire.
job, never retire. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say I'd have to do the same. Although that is very tempting, though. Hold on a second, though. Let me dive into this real quick.
Okay, so yeah, dream job, never retire. So you're just doing your favorite
Right.
job for the rest of your life.
Right.
Or you retire out of your terrible job after 10 years and you're like done
Yeah.
working.
So let's set some parameters here. Then this terrible job. I mean, are you set for life after 10 years?
Yeah. It's like a retirement. Like, hey, you just spent the last 10 years
Yeah, and it sucks.
scooping shit out of a sewer. But guess what?
I've done that before.
You're set. Hey, guess what? You're set for life now.
But you're set for life. Yeah.
And now you can't. But now you can't go do your dream job.
Right.
You just gotta be set for life.
That's a hard one now, I think.
And who knows what that 10-year job does to your body? Can you even go have fun? now after 10 years, you know?
So let's set that parameter then too. How is it very demanding or is it just a terrible job? Like,
All right.
You just hate it.
Let's go to this dream job. Would you rather? Would you rather taste food for 10 years or shovel elephant shit for 10 years and retire? Our dream job would be eat food for the rest of your life. Dream job, you just taste food.
That's all you do. Taste food.
But it's not like good paying for the rest of your life. It's just like, hey, it's your dream job. I just like eating food, so we're gonna pay you enough.
Or scooping elephant dung.
Yep. Or scooping some elephant poopy for 10 years.
I could scoop shit for 10 years.
10? This is elephant. You ever seen Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
That's a big pile of shit. It's like scooping that for 10 years. And then once you're done, though, you're set for life.
Yeah, set for life.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, that's all I wanted to know.
I mean,
You scoop some poopy.
I mean, I'm doing my dream job now. Like literally, like this is fun.
Right,
And I
right,
could do
right.
this forever. I really could.
Right.
So, I mean, honestly, in reality, I'm already doing the dream job part.
You got to remember, too, you chose super sensitive taste buds. You're going to taste that shit. So that's something else to keep in mind there if all this comes true.
Oh,
Nice.
God.
Nice. I love how it all
All
meshes
compiles together.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right. You got one more, Adam?
That was the for the rap or the would you rather have out of control body hair or have out of control body odor?
Oh, hair, you can shave the hair.
Yeah.
The odor would be terrible, yeah.
I'm going with hair.
Out of control body hair?
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna see every day with just like crazy body hair all over.
Be walking around like that suit that you just found in the bathroom.
Sasquatch suit.
Just Yetiing it up.
Okay, I'd probably have to do the hair too. I don't know if I could stink all the time.
Oh, you're already halfway there.
I know it's like I can control it. You know, the body odor. I can't do nothing about that. I can't control that. So
Well, you
hair for
could,
sure.
like cologne.
Can't polish a turd, buddy. Can't polish a turd.
True story. True story. All right. Before we go into the rapid fire questions for Tyler, I have a game for us to play that we're going to play with Tyler here. All right,
Okay.
Tyler.
Alrighty.
So have you ever played MadLib before?
I have not.
All right. Don't look.
No cheating.
So I'm going to ask you, and then we'll read this off. Right. So this, you know who Michael Bay is?
I don't know that to do.
Michael Bay is the director. Adam, help me out here. He did
Transformers.
Okay.
Explosions. Michael Bay.
Yeah, he's a big director, big action guy. Big action director.
Any huge explosion movies you see is more likely going to be Michael Bay.
Gotcha.
Mostly all like Transformers.
Yeah. He's done some other things. Wasn't he? Oh, I'm thinking James Cameron.
I'm sure he's done a lot of other stuff, but that's like the most
Recent.
known, like a
Gotcha.
lot of explosions. Michael Bay.
Yeah.
That's
Did he do the Jason Bourne movies?
That's what I'm gonna look up right now. What he's doing. Movies. Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
Wow, a lot of Transformers. Bad Boys. Bad Boys.
There's a lot of explosions.
Bad
in that
Boys
movie,
2.
That Boys is good.
Armageddon.
Oh, he did Armageddon?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
13 Hours. The Rock. Pain and Gain.
Pain and Gain's funny.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Also based on a true story, but it is funny too.
The Purge. Texas Chainsaw Man. Wow, this dude's done a lot.
Yeah, he's a very well known director.
Michael Big.
He did the Ninja Turtle movies, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtle. Well, the newer ones. The newer ones.
Yes, the newer ones.
Mystery Men.
Oh,
Amityville. Sorry. Michael Bay's done a
quite
lot.
a few. Okay, cool. All right, Tyler, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, give me a man's name.
Treg.
I like this already.
Who's that? Give me an occupation.
Insurance agent.
This is going to be good. This is going to be good.
All right, give me a noun.
Wapakoneta.
Okay.
This is awesome.
Give me another noun.
Adam.
Oh, great.
Give me another noun.
Goodness. A light.
A light.
Light.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Person, place, or thing, right? That's a noun.
Yep.
Going back to my third
Yep.
grade
I
education.
know, yeah. Isn't your wife a teacher?
She's a speech path.
Oh,
So
okay.
as long as I speak well, I'm all right.
Street pop.
Yeah, I gotta pronounce stuff. And yeah.
Here, this one's easy. How about a shape?
Well, I'm round, so let's go a circle.
All right, and let's do another man's name.
Another man's name. Let's go with Josh.
Okay. And a verb.
Fire.
Okay. And let's go with a woman's name.
Nancy.
Don't get yourself in trouble here.
She's the first one that came to mind. I guess that's a good thing. So.
A body part.
Arm.
Okay.
Got to keep it PG, right?
Yep. How about a verb?
Kill.
Okay. And a noun.
Stadium.
Stadium. All right. And another noun.
Browns.
Ooh.
Does that work?
I'm about to see. I'm seeing all these.
Sure. Restaurant name.
Restaurant name. Wow. I don't know why I'm struggling with that one.
You guys I'm going to explain to the people at home what MadLib is. So what he's doing is collecting words and stuff, and I see he has like a paragraph. He's filling all these in, and I'm seeing half of this, and it's going to be very interesting.
Let's go.
Adam.
Yeah.
Let's go with Cheddar's.
Cheddar's. That's a good. That's a pretty good place.
First time ate there a couple weeks ago, so that's on my mind.
Oh, really? Which one?
Fort Wayne.
Okay, that's the one I went to.
So, yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Took my son over there for his birthday. So.
Yeah. Let's do a historic monument.
Washington Monument.
Okay.
Interesting.
A verb.
Man, I'm struggling with some of these rapid fire things. Verb. Let's go with hit.
Okay. And a noun.
Dog.
Dog. Another noun.
Horse.
And another noun.
Another one.
Football.
I'm already looking at this. Oh,
It's
man.
gonna be pretty bad, isn't it?
Let's go with a verb.
I think I already used light, so let's
You
go.
did use light already.
Let's go with something else here. You said a verb, right?
Yep.
Throw.
Throw.
This is going to be.
How about another noun?
School.
School. All right. And an adjective.
Use to describe something, right? Is that what I'm doing here?
I don't know. Should we look it up?
I think adjectives used to describe something like, is it like super? Would that be an adjective?
Can you
Like
phone a
super
friend?
funny? Yeah,
Yeah.
super, I guess.
Adjective, a word or phrase naming an attribute.
So super pretty or something like that, right?
Sure.
Or super could be, yeah. All right, let's use super.
Adjective or two.
Super. Another adjective.
Grammatically related to a noun.
Like Adam in the background, like the commentator.
It's good I need help on these. You said another adjective, is that right?
Yep.
And I'm struggling with that. Help me out. Phone a friend on that one. You got another one, Adam?
Late Middle English adjective. I'm reading the definition.
What's an example of an
adjective?
adjective? Throw one in there.
Example of an
outta here.
adjective.
All of us, look at us.
I know.
All about our phone. So.
Having a computer in your pocket, man. Dead airspace.
Gentle.
Gentle. There you go.
There you
Go
go.
to gentle. There we go.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been in school.
It's been a while since I could.
Sorry for the lag there. Yeah.
How about an emotion?
Happy.
Happy. Verb.
Hit. Now you use that one or no? We're good.
You did use that one already.
I did use hit already. What
Yep.
about throw?
You already used throw too.
Swing.
We can use swing.
All right, let's do it.
How about a noun?
McDonald's.
Okay, another noun.
Crave Creamery. It's because it's been our hot choice here, right? Lately.
Has it?
Yeah, my wife's an ambassador for them, so we're getting it at least once a week.
I gotta
Nice.
try it out. They've been doing pretty
An
good.
ambassador for them. What's that mean?
She has to have ice cream there once a week and then post her experience on the social media. So
Nice.
Very cool.
Are they doing pretty good?
Yeah, it's
Especially when they run out of ice cream.
yeah, it's delicious. That's some
It's
of
all
the
home,
best stuff I've
is
had.
it homemade too?
I
Homemade
believe
ice
they
cream?
make it all over there. Yeah, because
Awesome.
it takes 24 hours for it to set up. So yeah,
Nice.
doing a good job.
Hell yeah.
And a verb.
Drive.
Drive. All right, we got it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and read this
Go
off
ahead, dude.
now.
Good luck. This is all of what this has all come down to in the last couple minutes.
I know. All right, guys. So here's what your ad lib or Mad Lib says from Michael Bay. Treg is a normal insurance agent. Then one day, a wall puck explodes, causing an atom to blow up, and a nearby light erupts into a circle of flames. Josh realizes that he's being chased by the government, who's trying to fire him. While on the run, he teams up with an incredibly attractive woman named Nancy, who has an incredible arm. She may be from the streets, but she can kill like nobody's business. The duo decide to turn the tables on their pursuers by blowing up a stadium, which triggers a chain reaction, causing the local Browns, Cheddars, and Washington Monument to explode.
Damn, bro.
Then the bad guy's helicopter gets hit by a piece of dog from when the horse exploded.
Jesus. This is a Michael Bay movie. Oh my gosh.
And the helicopter explodes and falls onto a football, causing it to throw, which shoots a fireball straight into the heart of a school
God.
and destroys the bad guy leader.
Okay. Kills the bad guy.
Everything is super, and the two decide that such a gentle ordeal has caused them to fall in happy with each other. They decide to celebrate by swinging on the McDonald's, and they even manage to use a Crave Creamery from the beginning of the movie to drive the whole story together.
The end.
The end.
Certain parts of that sounded all right. Other parts, yeah. So.
That was a wild
Started
story.
swinging from the McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh my
awesome.
gosh.
That's pretty
I was
good.
not expecting all that.
That's
to
what
happen.
Mad Libs is.
Yeah.
Just fill in the blanks and then you got a full.
A good old Michael Bay MadLib. Good old fashioned Michael Bay. All right, let's get into some of these rapid fire questions for Tyler here, Adam.
All right, rapid fire questions. Here we go. You just hit the lottery and won $300 million. What are you doing on the day one with the money in the bank?
Going to work.
Going to work?
Going to work.
Okay.
Not buying anything?
My wife will have. She'll take care of buying stuff. So I'll just go to work. So.
You won't worry about buying your work?
So wait a second. 300 million, you're not done.
Nah, we talked about this earlier, man. I love what I do. And that's it's
Touche.
enjoyable. So,
Touche.
but yeah, so yeah, I would go to work. I'd let my wife retire for sure. So
I'm not gonna lie. Peace out, podcast.
you're gonna be done. So
Audi.
Peace out, podcast.
Ghost Town. Hell, we might even take this podcast around the world. Hell,
We would probably still do the podcast. This is a passion project for us anyway.
Yeah.
So we just do this for fun.
we would just
but,
travel. 300 mil?
yeah, deuces. I mean, we'd have to obviously, we would see out our contracts with all of our clients.
Yeah, right. Of course.
For the marketing.
you guys could probably
Absolutely.
buy those out if you wanted to. So
Yeah.
you'd be all right.
You could. You could. $300 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot of quiche.
That's a lot of quiche.
Last song you listened to?
Oh, you're making me think because I listened to Bob and Tom this morning, so I got to go back to yesterday even.
Oh, there wasn't a song on Bob and Tom?
Maybe a Pat Godwin song, but I can't repeat that one on air. So, I take that back. I'm taking my kids to school today. They wanted music on, so I think it was a country song. I don't know. Was it Blake Shelton or something like that? I don't know for sure. Can't tell you. I listen to a lot more. Listen to podcasts, listen to talk shows, stuff like that.
Right.
Just radio. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Treg?
I listened to BTS this morning.
No BTS?
I did.
Hell yeah.
I did Permission to Dance.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I have this obsession with them for some reason. Everybody makes fun of me.
My girl called me out last night on the way back from
They're so good,
our
though.
haunted house. Blackpink came on, and I was like, oh, shit. Turn it up. She's like, you're hanging out with Treg too much. I'm like, I hang out with him every day. So. Mine was Action Bronson, Rainmaker, on the way over here.
Nice.
Favorite movie quotes?
Man, you can't even.
Oh, okay,
limit that.
What's one of your favorite movie quotes?
It depends on what's going on. If you talk to the ladies in my office, every time something happens, there's a movie quote that's dropped. So there's a movie quote that is dropped all the time. So it's always going to be from a funny movie. Most likely, some of my favorite movies are going to be like
a Will Ferrell movie.
Will Ferrell, some are good.
Office Space.
Office Space, I enjoy that, but a lot of Chris Farley stuff, Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, stuff like that.
Nice.
So,
nice.
You don't have any chocolate pudding, buddy.
Bees in the car.
Yeah, but I don't know that I have a favorite. It's Josh DeVille is one of my good friends, and him and I can go weeks.
We had Josh on the show.
Yeah. You just go back and you literally just quote your like everyday life, just like by movies back and forth.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah, it's
Love that.
one coming to mind right now is Dumb and Dumber when he's going through the IOUs. He's like, oh, that's $675,000. They want to hold on to that one. That kind of stuff. Just So, but yeah, Josh and I could probably. You guys could put us on here and just do movie quotes for an hour and a half. And,
awesome! We may have to do an after hours.
Oh, absolutely.
With that. That would
absolutely.
be fun.
Absolutely.
It'd be fun. Treg, what's a good one? Doesn't have to be a favorite, but what's a good one?
I would have to say, so I just recently watched Step Brothers again. Or actually, no, I take that back. Take it back. And this is going to be, this is a good one. Because I just watched the movie Vacation Friends.
Oh, yeah, with John Cena.
John Cena. And
pretty good. Pretty funny.
What was it? I think his name's Lil Rel.
Oh, I don't know anybody else in there.
It's the other main star.
Right. Yeah. I just don't know their name. The only one I knew is just John Cena.
Anyway, they pull it. They're having a golf outing, and it's very a ritzy event, right? So, like the dad's like, it's based off the bride and groom's wedding.
Okay.
They're having their ceremony and everything at this place, and they're at this place is a golf outing as well.
Okay,
and they have this golf outing going on. And John Cena pulls up, already chugging a 6-pack.
Oh, he just got done announcing like no drinking, no music, and you just see him in the background like, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
And he pulls up, and the dad goes, "Hope you're okay with the foursome." He's like, "As long as there's only one girl."
But yeah, it was like scramble golf. My god, it was good stuff.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. If you were a professional athlete, what would it be and why?
Football. I love football.
Football. Okay.
Yeah.
Just because you love football, huh?
Yeah, the smarter choice would be golf because it's not as hard on your body, but I love football.
Right.
Hey, Tiger Woods broke his back.
In a car accident. So. I didn't say race car driver. I said golfing. So
Actually, he broke his back at Denny's.
Damn.
Did he or did she? Somebody did.
He broke somebody's back.
Yeah.
Somebody's back was broken. Jay, which professional, if you'd be a professional athlete, what would it be and why?
I'm with Tyler on that one. I think football would be fun. I mean, that's my one watch sport that I watch a lot. So
football, I enjoy football.
Yeah.
Mine would be wrestling. Live, baby, live. Give me a suplex. Missile drop from the top turnbuckle. Damn, son, got me fired up. Sorry. 3 people you could have dinner with, dead or alive.
Ooh.
Past, present, like if you could just sit down with dinner, 3 people would be interesting with to have a past, present, real or alive. Like talking about like Dr. Evil, like Crocodile Dundee. I don't know. I'm just throwing out examples here.
Oh, I'm gonna I guess mine would probably be. I'm gonna have an array of stuff here. So
Okay.
I'd like to talk to Warren Buffett,
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Teddy Roosevelt,
Ooh.
Already a pretty good dinner.
and I'm trying to think who my third one would have to be thrown in there. It'd probably be like Elon Musk, just because he's
Interesting.
he does his
Yeah.
own thing. So
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that.
Trick?
So I would say Gary V, Mark Wahlberg, and I got to steal one from Tyler. I'm going to go with Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg, and Gary Vee.
Yeah. I think Mark.
Interesting.
Yeah, Mark has had a really good career.
Yeah,
It'd be interesting to dive into.
I just wanna
how
see-
he came up.
Yeah, him and Elon kind of shoot it a little bit. That would be super interesting.
Tell your mother I said hi, okay? Eat your burger, okay?
Let's see.
Like so, we probably eat at Wahlberg. Or something.
that's what you got to go to.
Yeah.
Who was your biggest celebrity interaction?
Recently or overall? I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't have that much. I got to meet Clay Matthews Sr. 2 years ago.
Oh, so like the old linebacker.
Yeah, I was
That's
at the Browns
awesome.
game. We were going up to the suite level and walking in, and it was a Monday night game where they were playing.
Oh,
Got the sweet
I think
level.
was it the Chargers? Is that who Junior was playing for a while?
I don't know. I mean, I remember
When he left Green Bay, I forget, but they were playing the Chargers. He was getting inducted into the Cleveland Browns Hall of Fame. So him and
that's
his
cool.
wife were there,
That's
so I got to
sweet.
shake his hand and talk to him for a minute or
wonder
two.
why
but
Clay never went to the Browns.
I don't know. That's weird.
smart.
Clay Jr.
He's smart. So, being a Browns fan, it's just it's
I mean,
tough.
It is tough,
he
man.
just straight up ended his career with the Packers. Or
No, he played for I think it was the Chargers. He was on their team for a while after.
Did he go to the
left
Chargers
Pack-
for a minute?
Yeah, because they weren't playing the Packers that night, and Clay was playing. I think it was the Chargers.
Okay.
So I have to look that up, but I think so.
Interesting. Trig,
What was the question again?
who was your biggest celebrity interaction?
Oh, I think we did talk about this one other time. I've had a lot of different interactions with NFL players. So the biggest would have been Steve Young and Stuart Scott, but we already talked about that one. So my next biggest would be John Gruden. Interesting story there.
Nice.
He berated me. No, I'm kidding. No,
See the emails he sent me. Saved them all.
no, no. For real though, it would have been Mike Tirico and John Gruden who I next met in that sequence of NFL stars or NFL
Really?
people. Yeah. I met him in a box. We were it was one of those games where we went and did the whatever you call it, where you go down and take interviews for players for WTLW when I worked there.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So but
That's
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, I actually ran into him. Like we were walking in the same area, and he runs into me.
Oh, sorry,
on
man.
accident. Yeah, it was John Gruden.
To give you a stiff arm?
So we had a funny one to kind of jump on top of that.
Yeah.
Years ago, I played AYBT basketball, and our national tournament was in Bloomington.
Yeah,
So we went to Indiana University's campus. That was when Bobby Knight was still the coach there.
nice.
And we were at Assembly Hall, and we couldn't really get down on the floor; it was all locked up. But we were up in the balcony area, and Bobby Knight was walking through, and he went into his office, and we went and knocked on the door, and he opened up the door and yelled at us, wanted to know what we wanted. And we all there was 5 of us. We stood there just staring at him and all, and he just slammed the door in our face. We just walked away like nothing happened. But,
Did you hear he works at a furniture store now?
does he?
Yeah, he's got a deal going on. He'll if you
Throw
buy
chairs for you?
if you buy a couch, we'll throw in 2 chairs.
Sorry, I ruined your punchline. So,
That's awesome.
that's good stuff.
If you're listening to American Freight stuff, it always sounds like he already works there.
Yeah. But yeah, when we bumped into John Gruden though, he just kind of stepped back. He was like, "Hey, what's up there, big boy?" I was like, "Hey, how's it going, John?" He's like, "I'm doing good." He's like,
Awesome.
he's like, "You ready for Monday Night Football?" I was like, "Yep." And Mike Tirico was like, "How's it going, guys, gentlemen?"
God.
Yeah, he was pretty fired up even then.
Terrifying.
He wasn't in the NFL then. He was just a commentator at that point in time. So
That's awesome, though.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
Mine was probably, that I can remember, was when I first moved to Texas. Long story short, I had a side job doing catering,
Yeah.
and I catered at Roger Starbuck's house.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like the
Cool.
quarterback from Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
And we did it. He had some, I forget what it was, but some catering thing for something where General Colin Powell was there too.
Oh, wow.
But we just all in back of Roger
That's
Starbucks,
incredible.
tennis court.
Yeah.
And I had to be the guy to serve like both of them because we're sitting right next to each other. So my boss was just like, "Don't mess up." All right,
They
man.
didn't drop like the steak in their lap or
No,
anything.
thank God. But he was by far one of the coolest people because after it was all done, he instantly got out of his dress clothes, was like shorts and a t-shirt. He's like, "You guys want a tour of the house?" I'm like, yeah, I thought I was just joking around. He's like, "Let me show you the house." Just give us a tour of his house and stuff. I
How
was
was
like,
the house?
it was pretty nice.
Were
It
you,
wasn't.
were you asking weird questions like, so what kind of security system do you have? Do you have any
Dude,
dogs?
I
the
was
code?
going to ask that, but he didn't have
Where's
any
the
of
safe
that.
at?
He didn't have nothing. He just had a really nice big house that was.
Can we
you know,
see your rings?
He did show me a couple of the rings. He had them like in a case or something like that. But he was super chill, and then we just got out of there because he went back to like.
So if I
doing
remove
paperwork.
the glass from the case, does an alarm
Yeah.
come off?
Yeah, it's like Indiana Jones. Switch them really quick. The trap door. That was mine. Favorite TV show growing up?
Ooh. Like what age are we asking here? Just overall, because that's changed.
Let's go like mid-teen to teen years.
I never watched a whole lot of TV itself growing up, but yeah, teen years as far as that goes, I think that was when like Family Guy came out.
Okay.
So enjoyed South Park a little bit. I never really got into it as much as others, but Family Guy I always found very funny.
Yeah,
Yes.
Family Guy is hilarious.
So, but yeah, that'd be my number one.
Yeah,
as far as cartoon-wise.
it always pokes the borders.
Oh yeah, that was
Family
what's
Guy
so
did.
great about it. They make fun of everything. There's nothing's sacred. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. It was getting made fun of. So.
Yeah, yeah, I like that too. That was awesome.
Trig? Entourage?
Well, Entourage was more. I didn't get into Entourage until like after high school. I mean,
I guess it didn't really come out to probably till then anyway.
But I was 19, 20 when I started watching Entourage. So yeah, Entourage. But I guess growing up though, The Sopranos was one of my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
You said mid-teens?
Yeah.
Okay, probably that 70s show.
Oh, that's a good one.
Still watch that
That's a
every
good
night
one.
with Home Improvement.
Yeah, there you go. That's good stuff, man. Good stuff. And what's a side hobby or job you have?
Boy Meets World.
That's good. Topanga.
That was a good one though.
Side hobby or job that I have, I love to mow grass. So
Awesome.
I take care of a couple yards on the side.
How just you said your yard and a couple yards?
Yeah, so I have
Awesome.
a handful of folks I mow their yard for.
How much acreage total you think it is?
that I mow every week, as far as that goes.
Oh, so you do it
Including
once a
mine. Well, it depends on the weather, but including
Okay.
mine,
Yeah.
I don't know, probably. Let's just say 10 acres. So.
Wow,
Yeah.
10 acres?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, okay.
So I have a big yard. I have
Really
2.5
like mowing
acres and stuff like that. So yeah, another one's 3 that I take care of. So yeah, it's just I enjoy it. It's my
Little
time.
pastime.
And you do refereeing too, right?
I do officiate football. Yeah. So that.
So it's called fish. I messed it up already.
Well, see, if you get down to the officialness of it, everybody's an official, but in football, only the referee wears the white hat. So that's where the difference.
okay.
So yeah.
So who wears the white hat then around here?
Well, it depends. So like Friday nights, you have a crew that you work with.
Is that usually like the senior?
Not always. Sometimes some guys that have been doing it forever don't want to be the referee because you have to be in the middle and make all the calls and do all that kind of stuff as far as make all the signals to the press box. But no, it's usually whoever. I would say it's probably most likely somebody who's more knowledgeable on the crew, but
Gotcha.
also the guy that wants that responsibility. So.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
And one of our jokes growing up, or as we've been doing this, is on like a lower level game, like a midget game, don't call anything you don't know the signal for. So it's like, and when in doubt, it's just always false start. So I do officiate football and enjoy that as well. So
That's awesome.
That would be mine, but like I don't want to get yelled at, so you wear this white hat.
Hey, Adam, they're always looking for more officials.
yeah, we can always use more if you like football and don't mind laughing at
getting
people's
yelled
ignorance.
at?
So.
Getting yelled at?
Yeah. So
Yeah, hey, I could do it.
being yelled at's pretty funny, especially from the stands, because people are just so ignorant that they don't know the rules, and it's just I use that
I
term
will do a
ignorant, not
midget-
derogatorily.
I
But
would do midget football ref.
that's
coach.
the toughest ones. So.
Because they get so intense. There's so many. And
Well, it's bad. I mean, I don't want to say it's bad football, but it's just not
it's
as
'cause
polished as the varsity because they're not.
they don't know, right? So it's like
So it's-
5 calls.
Yeah.
We're just gonna do false
So
start.
like last night we were at that Browns game, man. And I had a guy behind me the whole time. We were just like, throw the flag, throw a challenge flag, challenge it. And literally we're under 2 minutes. So everything gets reviewed anyway. So it's like,
Oh man, when the horse collar rule came out, if I had a nickel for everybody that screamed for a horse collar, my house would be paid off. It was incredible. Like everybody thinks just because you touch them around the shoulder pads, it's a horse collar. It's like, no,
man.
that's not what makes it a horse collar. So.
I tell you what, though, they were getting on those refs last night at that Browns game.
There were some they were very nitpicky on the pass interference. Now, I think
Early on, that first quarter was bad.
They could have
quarter was bad.
They sold a lot of them, and watching the replay on film and stuff, there was some restrictions. But you know, you go to like one of the college games this weekend, and they let those guys play all like, and they was like LSU and Mississippi State or something like that, or no, Mississippi State played at Alabama. Whoever LSU played, I mean, they were all over each other, and they let them play. But every officiating crew is a little bit different. They were nitpicking last night.
They were, oh man,
They were.
I tell you what, those officials have numbers on the back of their shirts, and these guys were, when they would stand in that end zone, because we're 2 rows up, so I mean I'm hearing everything, and I mean just the people behind me, beside me, and actually there was a guy and his daughter who were standing right diagonal behind me, and then a guy and his wife who were right next to me, and this guy was just shouting obscenities like left and right, and this guy behind me goes, hey, there's kids here. And this guy looks over at him. He's like, F you. And he's like, hey, I don't care what you say, buddy. He's like, but can we just limit the F word a little bit? And the guy's like, you're right. I apologize. And he's like, I've just been a Browns fan for so long. The guy's like, I get it.
Yeah, it's part of the language when you're a Browns fan.
It is.
Oh, man. But those refs were standing in the back of that end zone, and this guy's just like, hey, number 105. And I'm sure you could imagine what he would say.
Afterwards. Oh, yeah. Don't want to wear a white hat that day.
Yeah. You can S on the D.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, man. And these refs, I mean, they heard it. You know they heard it. 'Cause they'd look back at you like, we're going to keep throwing it.
Yep, that's a lot of times we'll be down there laughing, and some of the people will see us laughing after they say something that makes me even more mad. But it's like,
they get
it's just so
pissed.
I mean, they don't know the rules, and they don't, it's sometimes it's easier to see stuff from the stands
Right.
than it is in the field, because you can't watch, everybody has like an area that they watch, or that their responsibility,
Right.
and sometimes your attention gets drawn away for a second, you miss something that you should have called. But we're all human too. That's one thing people are so, it's if you're relying on the officials or a call that's going to win you the game, then you didn't play that well to begin with. So it's they're not going to.
Well,
be
I mean,
the
it's
deal.
human errors. I mean, is
That's
there?
Yeah, it's going to be there.
So, but like Mike Tomlin last night, he was furious during that Seattle game. Did you guys catch that at all?
I got a little bit of it, yeah.
During the end, because
I didn't see any of the end of it.
Pittsburgh ended up winning the game by a field goal, but to tie the game, to make it go into overtime, they basically gave it. Almost looked like Seattle was given a free 3 seconds left on that clock.
Oh wow!
When Pittsburgh should have already won the game.
Oh really?
Dude, Mike Tomlin's necklace was about hit him in the forehead 17 times.
jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He was that mad.
So did they add 3 seconds back on, or how did what came about that?
Well, the announcers sounded like that they should have only added 1 second, but then they ended up adding like 3 seconds. So it technically, they had to run one more play. Geno Smith was in at quarterback, and basically that play had to be snap the ball and spike it real quick, so that way they could kick a field goal to tie the game, to take it into overtime.
Gotcha.
If there was 1 second left, he wouldn't have made that snap.
Sure.
But they gave him 3.
Damn.
They
crazy.
were chanting throughout the crowd, National Fixed League.
That's too funny.
After seeing these last few Brown games, I almost believe it. So many flags and BS.
I know. I know.
I got one more. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Wow.
Wow.
Just one.
If it could, I would teleport, because the older I get, the more I hate traveling. I hate waiting in an airport to fly, driving somewhere. Yeah, I would just be able to teleport and take my family with me, so we don't have to wait. So
yeah, I would have to concur with that. That's a good one.
Teleport.
Teleport. What would I want to do though? Man, if I had a superpower, I mean, teleport's a good one. That's a hard one not to agree with.
I would say you make money, but you don't like traveling. I was like, oh, you can just be like, oh, you need a stack of cash? Brrr. Here you go, buddy. Here's 100,000. Go take a private jet, but you don't like traveling, so I'm just teleporting. Right?
But what? Now he could teleport though into like a bank vault.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just boop, and then like
borrow some stacks.
I need this much today.
Stack it up.
Yeah.
So just make sure you don't get the numbers that are in synchrony. So you don't,
right. So you go teleport too?
Yeah, I think I'd do teleport. That's a good one.
I'm gonna go like a little Professor Xavier. I'm gonna be able to read and control your mind. I was never here. Now give me all your money. That money you just teleported and stole, it's mine now. And you just forgot about it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, let's get into some current events, guys. So, Tyler, do you ever watch Netflix at all?
very little. I don't watch a whole lot of TV, and usually what TV I watch is sports as far as football this time of year. But watch some Netflix, but not no. My TV is usually filled with kids shows right now. So
I hear that.
Nice.
So have you ever heard about this new show called The Squid Game?
I have heard about it. I have no idea what it is.
Okay, so it's Korean.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Korean TV show that is basically about surviving to win an amount of money, and there's 456 players. Basically, all these players are in debt to the Korean government or other debtors, basically, and they have nothing else to live for. So they drug them all, bring them to this one area to play kids games, and the way you get eliminated is you get shot.
Okay.
No, so games like red light, green light,
marbles,
tug of war, yeah.
Stuff
you
like that.
lose, you die.
Yeah, you lose, you die.
It's like, whoa.
So anyway,
High stakes.
So as of right now, the Squid Game is to have a value of over $891 million when all said and done this year, as it's the most widely watched show in history, gaining 111 million viewers, which is surpassing Bridgerton, which accumulated 82 million viewers.
Wow.
It's a lot of cash.
Wow.
It's a lot of quiche.
It's one of the most watched shows ever on Netflix.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I might have to check it out.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet.
So me and my wife just watched it over the weekend. We spent Friday night watching it together, and we couldn't stop watching it after like the second episode.
Did you finish all of them?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
It was really good.
Does it lead it off to a second Squid Games? Second, like a part 2?
Yeah, man.
Is there a clear winner at the end?
I can't disclose that.
I'll say, like, I see the preview of like all that money coming into that little big jar.
Dude, it's such a crazy show.
I want to know if someone wins it.
You wouldn't believe the twists if I told you.
Okay.
For one,
it's the Truman Show.
For one, it's a dubbed show. So it's a Korean show. They're obviously speaking Korean in the show, but it's dubbed in English. So what you hear is English, so it doesn't match up the...
I won't watch the English one.
Yeah. So
I'll watch that one where you just...
Yeah. You got something going on upstairs.
Like,
somebody's vacuuming or something.
Or getting sawed in half.
Yeah.
It's October.
Squid Game up there. Somebody's lost.
Green light.
So anyway, though, yeah, basically, I mean, it's just good, man. You have to check it out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to.
Yeah, it was insane.
I'm intrigued now. I mean, I was intrigued before, but now that you've seen it, and like, just gotta see it. Just gotta see it, man. It's like, all right, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. There's supposed to be tanning beds upstairs. It does not sound like a it sounds like a chainsaw.
Sounds like some renovations are going on. Somebody had like oscillating tool up there. They're cutting something. So,
so that was crazy though. But like I said though, you definitely have to I would say check it out. It definitely kept us interested, even though it was dubbed over. It was one of those things where we just couldn't stop watching. Wow. It was interesting. It really was. Next story up we got is a guy jumps 9 stories from a building, lands on a car, walks away with a broken arm.
What?
9 stories he jumped.
Why did he jump out of a building?
They didn't say.
He just fell out 9 stories?
No, he didn't fall. He jumped. So I mean, it was a suicide attempt probably.
9 stories gonna do it, huh?
I mean, I would assume 9 stories would do it.
Yeah.
Let me ask this.
I would think that you could, depending on how you fall, story could do it. I mean,
what kind of vehicle did he land on?
It was like an old Volvo, 4-door Volvo.
That's safety Volvo.
That's their new commercial, right?
Yeah.
It'd be like that. What's that commercial like? It might have been a Volvo where they're pulling or Subaru. I think they're pulling the car into the junkyard and like, oh, they lived.
Oh yeah.
And I don't even know.
That's crazy.
I don't
9
know if
stories.
Yeah.
Landed on a car and he only had was a broken arm.
Walks away with a broken arm.
Hopefully that reassesses his life. Just like, you know what? I'm buying a Volvo.
But now, did you? And I don't know if it was a Volvo. I'll find out for sure here.
It's just crazy that he jumped off a building, landed on a car, like car broke his fall or whatever, and he survived. Like,
Yes.
that's nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah, here it was right here. It doesn't look like a Volvo.
That's him?
Yeah, this is him. He doesn't even look like he's hurt really.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we'll put that picture up too for you.
Yeah,
guys to check out.
that's wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Meanwhile, though, in Las Vegas, did you hear about the person that jumped from the stratosphere?
Oh,
Yeah, that guy didn't make it.
Oh God, that's really high up. That's a lot higher than 9 stories.
They said that there was no, there
was no Volvo there to catch him.
I don't think that Volvo would have caught him. I mean, it was like a puddle.
It's
by
like
the
a
time when he
It's like a bug hitting the windshield.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Poor guy.
Pretty much. There was people that were like taken away, like that had to
Let me
get
ask you
cleaned
this:
up.
Did he jump? Or,
Yeah, he jumped.
Oh, he was just like like someone pushed him.
What they said that he walked around the ride that's up there on the stratosphere in Las Vegas. I've never been to Vegas, but they said he walked around the ride and walked off to the railing and jumped.
He did. They did say that he yelled "aim for the bushes" before he jumped.
He missed him by about 2 feet. So now, did you guys hear about the friend photographer at the wedding? Did you hear about this yet?
Friend photographer.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was this guy. He was getting married, and he asked his friend if he would be the photographer for their wedding. He said he would pay him $250. So during the wedding day, the guy is there doing his thing, taking these pictures, and it's time for dinner, and they didn't give the photographer a plate. So the photographer says, "Hey, I'm going to duck out for, about 10 minutes, go get some food. I'll be back and I'll continue filming." The guy tells him, he goes, "If you leave, I won't pay you the $250. So his friend walks up to him and says, "So you're telling me that either I stay and make the $250 or I leave and you won't pay me at all?" He says, "Correct." He shows him the camera and deletes all the photos from that day.
Goodness.
And walks away.
What time did this? Was he there the whole day taking pictures?
So this would have been at reception time, yeah. So that means ceremony and everything that he got is now gone because this guy.
His buddy was like, one taking the pictures. He's like, "Hey, I didn't get a plate. If you can feed me," and they're just like, "Nah."
Yeah, they told
I'm
him
gonna
no.
take like a 10-minute break so I can get food. And he was just like, "If you leave, you're not getting your $250."
Exactly.
What a dick.
Right?
I maybe wouldn't have deleted all of them. I probably would have been like, deuces, and probably left and kept his photos and memories like.
But he wasn't going to get paid anything.
Hostage.
So what's the point?
Well, I'm saying like I can negotiate.
I think the photographer had more leverage there. Yeah, he could have just. All right, we'll see who gets paid and who gets our picture. So
yeah, literally right then and there, just delete. Like, okay, no one gets nothing. It's over.
Yeah, he went. He did.
You just wasted your time.
Better luck on your second marriage. Pictures there.
He did go to the extreme, but I mean, geez.
I mean, yeah. I probably would have just left, but if it went further, where he's just like, "Yo, you're not. I mean, you are not leaving. You're finishing this."
Can you imagine?
These are deleted.
Can you imagine being in that groom's shoes though? At that point in time, first off, though, if you're going to spend $250 on a photographer, that's where you messed
Get
up.
what you pay for.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. But secondly, though, can you imagine being in the groom's shoes to where he's like, if you leave, first off, I wouldn't be in those shoes because I wouldn't be that guy. But
Right.
if I was at that situation where I'm like, if you leave, you're not getting paid. The guy's like, see these? Look how beautiful your wife is. Boom.
Deleted.
like what do you
Outta
like? At
here.
that point in time, you just go, shit, man.
Yeah. Messed
really
up.
messed
I
up.
gotta tell your wife we have no
Like,
pictures.
what would you do, Tyler, if you were that groom?
Well, I would never be in that situation. So, yeah, I would not tell her until the next day.
You mean the bride?
Yeah, I wouldn't tell my wife.
Just tell
till the
everyone
next
take
day.
as many pictures as you can.
I'd go out and buy a whole bunch of disposables and hope people didn't take them to the bathroom and do anything funny.
There you
So we're
go.
gonna have some memories.
That's actually a good idea, though. I heard someone do that. They just passed out like 20 or 30 disposable cameras
You just never know what you're going to
and
get.
then just drop them in at the end of the night, and then they just
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Get a whole bunch
Everyone
of
get different.
randomness, so.
Yeah, everyone get different angles of the wedding.
That's interesting.
Pretty good idea.
That's interesting. It's probably just as much as getting a photographer, though, after you buy all those and then buy all the photos.
Right.
I don't know. But so also Theo Vaughn's comedy stand-up. Do you know Theo Vaughn?
I do not know that name.
So he has a couple podcasts. His one podcast, he has a self podcast. I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's just called Theo Vaughn.
I don't know.
But then he has another podcast with Brendan Schaub that is called The King and the Sting. That's a good one.
All right.
But Theo Vaughn has a new stand-up coming to Netflix October 19th.
Interesting. Did not know that.
Yep. So that'll be October 19th. What's today? The 18th?
Yes, sir.
So that's tomorrow.
Oh, word up.
Yeah.
I'll
So
have to check that out.
Yep. So now let's get into a story here, a developing story. Have you guys heard about this Murdaugh family story yet?
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yep.
So do you know a little bit about it then?
Just watching what the news reports on it, but yeah.
I know zero.
All right. So let me fill you in, Adam. So July 8th, 2015, Stephen Smith, who's 19, is found dead in Hampton County along a rural road. The death is classified as a hit and run, but seems to have no connection to the Murdaughs, which is a family of 3, right? It's
I believe so.
it's a wife, husband, and a son
I
named
think they had multiple sons,
Paul.
did they not?
in everything that
I
I've
think they
read
had
so
two.
far.
I think they had 2 sons because
Okay.
you might get into it here, but the wife
Yes.
and the one son were murdered. He still had 1 son left. So.
Yep. You're right. So, February 26, 2018, 2 years later, Gloria Satterfield, who is basically a maid at the estate, she's found dead at their house. Okay. February 2019, so a year later, 19-year-old Mallory Beach is killed in a boat crash in Beaufort County. Paul Murdaugh, who's the one son, is later charged for boating under the influence, causing death.
Okay.
Kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
In June 7th, 2021, so 2 years later, 52-year-old Margaret, or Maggie Murdaugh, and her son, 22-year-old Paul Murdaugh, who was the one who was found guilty a year ago, or 2 years ago, which I don't understand if he was found guilty. Why is he hanging out of their prop? But, okay.
Had a good attorney.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, they are found dead. They were shot multiple times on their hunting lodge property in counties Hampton and something else.
Damn.
Yeah. June 22nd, 2021, so a couple weeks later, the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, known as SLED, opens an investigation on Stephen Smith's 2015 death, which was the very first death that happened, where they found this guy on the rural road. SLED confirms that the investigation into his death was prompted by information gathered during their murder investigation of Paul and Maggie's murder. Yeah, interesting, right?
Yep.
Alex Murdaugh is reportedly shot while his car is stopped on the way to Charleston. Alex is the dad.
Correct.
So, and that was on September 4th, 2021. So that was just a couple months later, which is this year. September 6th, 2 days later, Murdaugh announced he was going to rehab and that he resigned from his law firm. However, the law firm made it clear that Murdaugh's tenure ended over allegations of misappropriating money. About a week later, SLED announced the arrest of Curtis Smith in the September 4th shooting of Alex Murdaugh, saying Murdaugh admitted to planning the shooting so that his son could collect life insurance money. This is where you come in, Tyler.
This is the insurance fraud you're talking about.
Yeah. Agents said Murdaugh provided Smith with a gun and asked Smith to shoot him in the head, according to authorities, to allow payment of approximately $10 million in life insurance benefits to his other son then.
Yeah.
So this would be the son who hasn't been killed yet. I shouldn't say yet, but
Well,
there's a lot
trends.
of things going on here. So SLED announced, and then a day later, SLED announced it was opening a criminal investigation to the death of the Murdaugh family employee, Gloria Satterfield, which was the housekeeper that they found dead. According to reports, it was a fall and death. She fell and died. So, and then what just recently happened, September 16th, 2021, Alex Murdaugh turns himself in after a warrant was issued for his arrest on a charge of conspiracy to commit insurance fraud relating to staging his attempted death.
So he just finally turned himself in?
Finally turned himself in, but it just seems like he's related to all this, doesn't it? I mean, is it just me or?
no, I think that, yeah, he's
I think he has something to do with the death of
all of it.
Yeah.
At least that's how it appears outside looking in. So
Yeah, I think he has something to do with the death of his wife and his son. I think he has something to do with the death of his maid.
That's fishy.
Yeah.
it's weird.
And then did you see the interview they did with the guy who supposedly shot him?
No, I did not see that. I saw the guy's mugshot on the news, but I have not seen the interview with him.
Yeah, so basically what he said was that he saw this guy was supposedly hired by Alex Murdaugh to come shoot him in the head, and he goes to confront him and says, "I'm not going to do it." And Alex Murdaugh pulls out a gun, and as they're sitting there fighting, the gun goes off, and the guy said it didn't hit anybody. It hit the truck. The bullet did. But then Alex Murdaugh claimed that he was shot in the head and it was attempted murder by this guy.
Idiot, dude. Idiot.
And then the guy shows up at court, a couple weeks later, 2 weeks later. There's no bandage on his head. He claimed he got shot in the head. There's no bandage on his head. There's no wound whatsoever. And his attorneys are still claiming that he got shot in the head.
Yeah, it's pretty unique. So
it's a very interesting story, though. To follow the timeline. It just I don't understand how there was who's running the law enforcement over there.
The initial stuff maybe checked out, but now it's all starting to
Unfold.
merge together. Yeah. They're finding out more and more as everybody else keeps dying. It's like, and then there were none book all of a sudden. Like,
Yeah, right.
So-
We're gonna go back to the olden ways, like Wild Wild West style. Just have a gun on our hip and be like, "Hey, I'm the judge today, buddy."
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, it sounds like he is definitely sounds like he's definitely been a suspect for a long time to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand how your wife and your son died just randomly, shot multiple times. How's there no evidence?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Where's the evidence at? Where's the evidence to the housekeeper? I mean, it's like everybody who was close to him died except for the one son. They don't even talk about how old this one son is or anything.
Yeah, he's kind of.
I'm guessing he's
You just know
younger.
he's there. So yeah, I don't know.
So
I don't know anything about that.
yeah,
Sorry.
but we'll follow it along. We'll keep updated on it. So no update on the Brian Laundrie case though either right now.
I keep hearing false accusations like "dog bounty hunter found him." I'm like, nah, there's no way.
Yeah,
There's no way.
yeah, yeah. And you've heard the flower pot.
I mean, if they really want to do something, they just go take a backhoe, dig their whole backyard up, and then just leave them the hell alone.
Yeah. Did you see where they actually showed, like, you can look up underground bunkers in Florida, and it shows an exact replica of how their backyard is set up.
No, I did not know that.
Now-
So he's back there in the flower garden, underground, just chilling,
Hanging out.
living his best life.
You saw that video, right?
Mhm.
The setup
Yeah.
is like to a T.
Looks pretty legit
Looks
too.
just like their backyard.
That's crazy.
Now somebody could have planted that there, though. You know how the internet works.
Maybe he's
anymore.
like DoorDashing or something. Maybe the feds need to dress up in like
Yeah,
a Subway
right.
outfit and take him some food.
Who knows? There might be bigger bunkers all connected underground.
Yeah, there is
together.
video. There is video of people like walking through New York City, like walking up to like homeless people, and they're like, "Are you Brian Laundrie?"
Jeez.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, people, what in the world? Anyway, hey, we want to thank Tyler for coming on the show with us today.
Thanks,
Episode
brother.
10. Tyler, thanks for joining us, man. We really enjoyed learning about the insurance industry and how you came up through it, and how you really do care about your clients and treating them like people, not just as clients.
No, I appreciate that. And yeah, thank you for the invite. It's been a fun morning. So
Absolutely. Again, we want to thank Clue Studio for sponsoring the show. And we're taking off. Episode 10. We'll see you for episode 11 when we bring on Amanda Moaning. Later.